As it thinks, as it thinks. Ah, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's good to be back in my chair at home. It's good to be back home to do the show. I'm actually very happy about that. This is Mayhem's Amigos. I'm TJ. That's Adam. Everybody, welcome
Out
to the
everybody.
Oh my god, dude. What a eye-opening week, so to speak,
That's an interesting way to put it.
with the way things have been going at work. What an eye-opening week. Um, I now, mind you, when I worked for the school beforehand, um I did work both Austin and San Antonio, and I had a week where I worked our Waco campus. So I'm not unfamiliar with how things were. Okay.
Yeah.
I will say, on the other hand, when I say an eye opening week, it was very eye opening because the San Antonio campus has grown so exponentially that they had to, part of it was they had to move because of internal stuff that happened, but they've grown so much that they needed a bigger area. So they went from where the campus is and they moved to Traders Village, which is about, 8-10 miles down the road.
All right.
That area at Traders is amazing for what they're doing because now they've got 3 trucks running maneuvers. They've got another guy over teaching pre-trip. They've got 2 that are on the road. I mean, it has grown a lot.
Okay.
When I was there, we had 1 doing maneuvers, 1 doing pre-trip, and 1 on the road. So it gives you an idea how big the program has gotten.
Yeah.
That is partially my goal for Austin. However, I get to Austin.
Uh-oh.
The Austin program has gotten kicked down so terribly. They're doing nothing. I mean, once we clean out I guess I should say once we clean out the pipes, so to speak, with the leftovers,
Yeah.
we're probably going to be down to maybe 4 or 5 students at a time.
Ouch.
And that's just it. It's we're really going to clean it out, clean it up, and get it ready to go. I am hoping that within the next 2 to 3 months, with the change of regime there, and with what we're going to do to clean it all up, I am really hoping that will turn it around and it'll start to build up again, and I can start getting in with you know Texas Workforce Solutions and everybody else I need to work with, and get that program back where it was starting to build when I transferred to San Antonio.
Okay.
And that other instructor came in and it took her exactly 18 months to crap over all over my work.
Yeah.
And not just me. I mean, I have to give my partner over there all the credit in the world. Jason tried to keep it going and he just couldn't. But
Yeah.
Jason's been there the whole way. And
Well, I mean, let's face it, when shit gets deep, it takes so much energy to trudge through it.
yeah.
And when you're doing it alone,
Yeah. Now, Jason, on the other hand, he saw me. He's like, "Woo!" He's just all happy. I've never seen a 650-pound man do a cartwheel until Thursday. I'm like, that is a lot of cartwheel.
the last time we heard of a guy be that happy about seeing you, well, yeah.
I do miss that guy.
Yeah, same
I
here.
miss Steve.
Yeah.
But so while I was down there, of course, now the Spurs are in the playoffs, right?
Right.
Actually, no, I need to double check. I don't know if they made it past this last series or not.
It's like, I don't know if the Spurs are. I don't pay attention to basketball. I'm paying attention to hockey right now.
Right,
The
because
Dallas Stars did not make it.
well, which you are extremely sad about.
No, not at all.
All right, let me see here. Let's get a look at the Spurs. They're still in it. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
So you have something to root for. That's good.
Spurs lead 2-1 right now on the Timberwolves.
Awesome.
So I'm very happy about that. You know, I like the Spurs. They're a lot of fun to watch.
Yep.
It's really fun going to one of their games.
Yeah, I'd like our teams to completely crush Minnesota because the Avalanche are against the Minnesota Wild, and the Spurs are against the Timberwolves.
Yeah. So I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But I'm also watching the. I'm not watching it per se like on TV, but I am paying attention as well to the Detroit Pistons and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay.
Which has been all sorts of fun watching this, okay? So the Pistons are now leading this going into game 5.
Okay.
They have 3 of them.
Okay.
So Detroit is now leading Cleveland 3-1.
Yeah, so
or no, they're going into game 4. I take it, but it is, yeah, they're going into game 4, but it is 3 wins right now for Detroit. They're winning 3-1. They're up 3-1. So tomorrow at 7, when it's Detroit and Cleveland, if Detroit pulls this out, that's it.
Yep.
Cleveland's going back crying home to mama, kind of like the Cubbies did.
We miss LeBron. Whatever can we do about LeBron?
Oh, well,
yeah, I know.
You know, so that's where we're at. All right, you got that. You've got, of course, San Antonio doing what they can with the series right now as well. And I'm really kind of hoping to see San Antonio and Detroit pull it out.
Okay.
Now, I like Detroit back from the 90s and the old bad boys of basketball. You know, I loved the early 90s Detroit Pistons. They were a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, the bad boy Pistons were a lot of fun.
That could go with the bad boy Pistons. It could start off a basketball game and turn into a hockey game real quick.
Yeah. You go for the fight, you stay for the game.
You know, like you're sitting there. Next thing you know, you hear a very high-pitched guy out there on the basketball court going, "Give your balls a tug, tit fucker!" You know, and then here we go. Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy. So I'm like, all right. Well, Monday night was the first game for the Spurs, and I had I was in San Antonio. They were home. Hey, great time to go and watch a game, right?
Right.
Well, a couple of my buddies got a hold of me, and they're like, "Hey, let's meet over at R&J's." Okay. All right, cool. I'll go to R&J's. R&J's is actually really cool the way it's set up for. Sydney says, "Love to hate the Pistons."
Yeah. What's up, Chris?
What's happening, Chris? So I go to R&J's in downtown San Antonio. And this is not the good downtown, like the tourist downtown, everybody. No, this is the bad downtown, you know.
Where only the regulars go.
Like I go into this bar, and to get into the bar, they pat me down and grab my fucking crotch. Like they're checking for everything, right?
Just checking for lethal weapons.
Well, I had a lethal weapon. He took a second grab. I'm like, what the fuck's your problem? Could have bought me dinner first.
Yo, did he turn and look at you and say, "Calm down, sugar tits"?
Yeah, well, I was kind of waiting for it.
Yeah.
Or I I could have sworn I was going to hear, well, Steve told me to. Steve's dead. Whatever the case may be. But
your hands really are soft.
Yeah, it was put your hands on the wall, and then he kicks my fucking legs apart, pats me down like I'm getting arrested. And I'm sitting there like, I'm not that cheap of a date, you motherfucker. You could have bought me dinner first. And he's like, hey, shut the fuck up. Like, fuck you. You don't have the authority to grab my fucking dick without my permission.
The scenarios have to be set up for that to go down that way.
He's like,
and
well,
it'd be okay.
I said, that's cool. I can call my friends. We'll find another place to go. You can eat a bag of ass, man. So, I mean, it's just back and forth. I finally go in there and I get a beer. And I'm sitting there. And, okay, Victor finally shows up. He gets a bucket. We're sitting there. We're drinking beer. We're having a good time. End up sitting next to these two girls. We go outside to the patio because we can smoke out there. And they got this giant ass, like, fucking 140-inch TV that's on the patio.
Okay.
All right. We sit down. We're watching the game. There's a couple of senoritas that are sitting next to us. Victor starts hitting on them. Then Lentrick shows up. Oh, boy. He comes walking up with 6 shots of fucking tequila.
Ruh-roh.
Mind you, Victor and I already did a Mexican candy shot.
Okay.
What's happening, Brody? Or Brady?
What's up, Birdman?
But Roy, how's it going? So now we're getting into shots. We're getting into beers. We're watching the game. Hey Dar, we're having just all these people. Victor's over there hitting on these girls, and then I guess I got a little more tipsy than I normally do.
Uh-oh. Are you sure you should be saying what you're getting ready to say live on air?
I ended up dancing on the dance floor.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Did someone get a video? At least.
God, no.
Damn it.
Thank God, no.
Because if you're going to say that, you better have the fucking video.
But evidently, I was out there with one of them girls, and just I was 2-stepping away with her, man. One of the Hispanic girls. And something clicked. You know, I've got like a sixth sense when it comes to a bar, right?
Right.
And that gut instinct tells me when it's time to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I've learned over the years to listen to that.
Okay.
So, like, all right, you guys, I got to get out of here. I'm going back to the hotel. Now, the way the parking lot is set up at this place, you have entrance 1, entrance 2, and it's on a corner, okay?
Okay.
Well, when you're in the parking lot getting ready to leave, the corner is open. It looks like another entrance.
Okay.
No. Try again. I drive off that curb.
Oh, no.
And we have to shove the car off the curb. And the plastic, no, I said goodbye, but the plastic cover for my taillight lens,
Okay.
which it has like a secondary cover on it, popped off on the passenger side. So I threw it in the passenger seat. I'm like, all right, I'll take care of it later. No biggie.
Yeah.
I drive back to the hotel.
Okay.
So evidently, after I get to the hotel, the shit hit the fan even worse. I'm hearing about it the next day.
Okay.
So Lindrick and Victor try to go back into the bar. They just came out to give me a hand. They were coming right back. No big deal. They had a bucket of beer waiting there. The bartender confiscated their beer.
Okay.
And threw them out. Said that they were too drunk to be there.
Okay.
Now, mind you, Victor was wearing this pink polo shirt.
Oh, no.
And the bouncer's like, Get you and your faggot pink shirt out of here. You know, literally exact words.
Wow.
So they end up in a fight in the fucking parking lot. And then they get out of there. Next morning, I get up, I walk out, I look at my car. Now, both of the plastic lens covers are gone, as is my rear bumper cover. Have no fucking idea where they came off of the car. They're just not there now. Okay. Victor, and I should have done this, but Victor called he was actually going to have his birthday party there next weekend.
Okay.
Or not this week, not next weekend, the weekend after.
Okay.
They refused to refund his money because he said, if this is the way you're going to treat me, then give me my fucking money back. Give me back my deposit. They said no. Well, he paid with his card.
Oh.
So he called the bank first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck are all these charges? I wasn't in there. I didn't buy shit. Lock that the fuck out. I want my money back. Got it all reversed.
Awesome.
I'm like, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I should have done the same fucking thing, but I couldn't. I was there. I have half the back end of my car missing.
Probably still in their parking lot. Or at least somewhere near it.
I have no clue where it's at.
Yep.
So that was Monday. I get through Tuesday. Actually, I got back to the hotel. I think I talked to you on Tuesday. I got back to the hotel. I went to bed at 3:00 in the afternoon. I did not get up until it was time to get breakfast to go to work the next fucking day.
Yeah.
And I loaded everything up in the car, and I went out and I smoked. I got myself ready to go, had my coffee, had my breakfast, and I drove over. And then it was catch up on what's going on in Austin. That was what Wednesday was. Get on the road, come home. Took my final for my math class, actually passed it.
Okay.
I actually have because last week, the other problem was last week was finals week. And we were buried. And I mean, I was buried. So I wasn't able to cast on Thursday night or do the podcast at all. I had to get through finals. And Adam and I were talking about this as I was on the way home from work. He's like, yeah, I don't miss finals week. Fuck you.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Well, I think you need to go back to school and start working towards your master's program so you can enjoy this hell with me.
I still have to get my bachelor's first.
Well, then get your bachelor's, fucking lazy fucker.
No. To what end? I'm disabled. I'm not going to start a company. I'm not going to, there's nothing I'm really going to do that is going to pay me. There's just not.
You could start a massage parlor.
Oh, yeah. Julie would love that. So long as I only used it on her.
No. I'm saying like you could get a degree in business management, and then you can hire, attractive Asian women.
I'm already a year into it. Christian Business Administration.
Yeah, right.
It's business with morals.
So then all you can do is disregard the morals.
Yeah, it doesn't sound all too effective nowadays.
So I mean, you hire some very attractive Asian women, maybe some very attractive Hispanic women, and then you open up your massage parlor and just don't advertise the happy ending.
No, because they've already shut one down in Taylorville that did that. I saw what they did to them. I don't want to go through that.
Well, what did they do to them? Make them all naked?
No, but they like shut them down, revoked all their licenses. Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
No, but I'm okay. So shut them down, revoke licenses. I could see that, but
Yeah. Well, the person who was going to give the happy ending was giving it to an undercover cop.
oh shit.
Yeah, so there wasn't any leeway there.
So the one thing that I could say about this, and my old lady, luckily she has not heard this, because I have neglected to tell her about Monday night.
What?
Yeah, right, really?
I can't imagine why.
No. Uh, but the benefit is I didn't do anything that would have got me in trouble other than dancing with some other chick.
And it's okay, TJ. I'll keep your secret.
Yeah, I just put it out here on YouTube.
You
She wanted
yep.
to be getting a phone call.
What the listeners will keep your secret too, right?
Hell no. I damn well know better. Hell no. Fucking Corey, if he knew where she was at, he'd be the first one to blab to her.
Yep.
Like, hey, guess what TJ did? But no, I didn't do anything that would go or make her go Beth Dutton on my ass. She may not be happy about dancing, but
Yeah.
I wasn't making out. Or
It was clothed in a public place.
yeah, exactly. I was clothed in a public place.
It was on the dance floor. It wasn't like horizontally in a bed
Right.
or in your backseat of your car or whatever.
But it's just it was one of them things like, it happened. I had a good time. This girl gave me her number. I don't know where. I think I threw it away in the parking lot on the way out.
It's with your bumper.
Yeah, it's somewhere with my bumper cover. That's it. But I mean, along the short, got through it, got back. So I get over to the campus on Thursday. All right. First day back in the saddle at Austin. I go and I get my keys. I get everything checked out. I'm ready to go. Here come the students that I am going to be working with to try to get them ready to pass their test on Friday. No. That was an immediate hit the fail buzzer. That was that bad.
Really?
These guys, I'm like, I looked at the one, I'm like, if you get past your air brake, I'm going to be shocked. I looked at everybody else, I'm like, you guys cannot pass pre-trip. Well, the one actually went home and I could tell he studied, and then he was studying in the parking lot when he got to DPS.
Okay.
So I get, he gets past the pre-trip, blows it on his maneuvers. The other two, one didn't get past air brake, and the other one wouldn't get in there and actually pointing out the fucking parts. So they both failed pre-trip. I'm like, fuck. Now, I would, under normal circumstances, I would begin trying to put this back together starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Of course.
I have to be up at 4 a.m. tomorrow to get into the car to haul ass over to Austin to go get into the manual transmission truck, take it to DPS, and waste my whole fucking day at DPS tomorrow waiting on these guys to take their test.
Round 2, fight.
The difference between Friday and tomorrow, the ones I'm taking down there tomorrow, I have a better feeling that we're going to be more of where I want to see things at, because they have worked primarily with Jason.
Okay.
The other three, I got to start from scratch with them on Tuesday, and I've got 2 weeks to get them prepared and ready for the test while still working with current students that I have that have been neglected.
Yeah.
And I have to admit that the more I talk to them and I'm learning what was going on while I was gone, they have been very much neglected. They're yeah, they're just so the woman that they hired to take over for me so I could transfer to San Antonio is now fired because of lack of dedication to the job. And I told her that if she screwed up my program, I was going to come take it back and make sure she was gone. I did finish her.
Fatality.
Here's the real funny part about that is I said that kind of half joking, half not. 18 months later, I proved that it was a prophecy.
Yeah. Who knew? One of your spiritual gifts, TJ, was prophetic.
Who would have figured that I was able to do all of that? Well,
Yeah.
now while I'm dealing with this, I also have to get everything ready to go and get registered for my summer courses at school and be ready to go for that, right?
Right.
Here we go. Round 2. Fight. I'm going to take a lighter semester for summer semester. Probably my next math class, and I got to figure out where I put all the paperwork on what I need for my course. But I believe that I think there's a sociology course I need to take, and I would like to get, if I can, I want to get into my next psychology class.
Okay.
But I do believe I've got to get a sociology course done. But definitely the if I can get if I can get my next psychology class, I want that very badly. If not, I may have to wait until fall semester to get my second psych class in. But I want to try to wrap up math because this next one is actually college algebra.
Okay.
Which I was doing. I was doing good with it. I really need to go back in and I passed my math class. I did not pass it where I wanted to because there was a bunch of different stuff that was going on and I was just fighting getting it to work for me.
Yeah.
And it wasn't so much as a lack of willingness to do it. It's just I was fighting it. But my final grade was just a C bordering a D. I did pass it. So I kind of leaned back. I brought my English grade up. My government class was a pretty solid C. But I brought my English grade up into the B range. And of course, I aced my psychology class. So when I look at this last semester and kind of getting back in, one of the things that I realized was I need time to study that I could dedicate. Working at that other job, the time I had to dedicate to studying was Thursdays and the weekends.
And more often than not, it was fucked over by dispatch.
Right. I mean, so it wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
With my job now, I'm off at 3:00 in the afternoon, period. That puts me back in my driveway by 4:15. That gives me from 4:15 until about 6 or 7 at night that I could sit down, turn the TV on, and I could study. And I could make different lectures and actually get a little bit more hands-on with it. So work was a big obstacle to overcome, and I kind of lean on that. Hey, Mike. Shit, man. Good to see you. All right. He says he's alive on oxygen 24/7, but doing okay since he was in the hospital 3 weeks ago with respiratory failure again.
Ooh.
He was in ICU. Better now, thank God. And says God said it wasn't time for him to go. So hope all's well with us. Man, I'm happy to hear that you're doing better.
I think in comparison, I think I'm doing pretty good. Glad to see you though, Mike.
Yeah, God damn, man. Yeah, it is good to see you. I'll tell you, it's just it. So last week was really crazy between finals, starting up back at the school, and it just all the back and forth. When you're trying to piece it all together, you're like, you're ripping out your hair, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy that I'm very happy that the semester turned out like it did. I am sitting a good B average. Um, so I'm happy with that. You know, it's not where I wanted to be, but you know what? I've got the next 3.5 fucking years to bring that up.
Yeah.
And if I struggle with core requirements here or there, that is what it is. As long as I'm still knocking my psychology, knocking my sociology and that stuff out of the park where my major is, then who cares?
Yeah. You like C's get degrees. So I mean, do
Yeah,
what you
but
can
remember,
to get through your core. But
C's degrees, but I'm also looking at I don't stop until I get through graduate study.
yeah.
So I still have master's program to get through. I still have doctoral program to get through. There is still more to go. But now another thing is like nothing happened that made me have to look and drop. So it's good on my end. That that was something else. I'm like, okay, now I got through a semester. Now I'm rolling. I'm doing good. All right, I've just got to keep that momentum up.
Yeah.
I
First
did realize
first semester is going to be difficult because you're getting yourself back into that
that
collegiate swing of things.
yeah.
So now that you're in,
Now that I've got it and I've made the adjustments I need to make in my personal life to be able to dedicate to it, now I have problem number 2. I need a fucking laptop. And not just any laptop, a laptop that would walk through just whatever, and still be able to do what I need it to do.
yeah.
So I'm looking at a couple of Dells.
Okay.
And the reason I want the laptop is because I can take the laptop, sit there in my recliner with the TV on and study.
Yeah.
Because that a big part of my battle is like, well, I got to either come over here or not do it. Well, if I'm just exhausted, where if I had the laptop there, I could flip it open, log in, and go, okay, well, I'm going to work on this right here.
Yeah.
While I got the TV on, I'm relaxing, I'm drinking a beer. Otherwise, this is a work area.
Yeah.
Now, I will probably still type my papers here and I will still do a lot of that stuff here. But like my homework stuff, my discussions, all of that, I could do that right there in my recliner and sit there and chill out.
Well, I mean, if you actually get a office or personal space there at the school, after you're done teaching or whenever, if you have spare time, you can just go there with your laptop and go over some course material or whatever. I mean, not do a paper really, but
Right.
you could read a chapter or two or practice.
So one of the things that I did have that discussion on Friday because our classroom is gone. I don't have an office. I don't have anything. Okay. I've got outside the trucks. That's it. And I brought that up to our new campus director who said right now she can't justify to let me have any of that. I'm going, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, this is something I really need. If nothing else, just, well, you could carry a briefcase. I'm going, I used to have all this stuff stored inside. I could get right to it.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I got nowhere. I do
mean,
not have room.
will she at least let you put like a locked cabinet in the classroom?
She doesn't have a place to put it. And that classroom's actually getting turned into electrical technology. So I'm going to be banned out of it anyway.
Oh, fuck.
So, and that guy, every time I try to go in there and use that room, he's sitting right there. He never leaves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there are certain things I have to do inside, and I need a space. I don't care if it's a fucking broom closet. I need a space.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I actually joked about that. If they gave you like a janitor's closet as a joke, you'd take it because it's something.
Oh, I'd take it and turn it into a full blown office, man. I'd be ready to go. But what do you do?
Nothing
So
until they give it to you. So
pretty much. Pretty much. So that's been kind of the updates. And yeah, for those of you that do listen to me on Southern Front, I apologize. Last week was not the week. And and let's add to that, we were dealing with the loss of Steve,
yeah,
which I really had not had the time to sit down and really process. Because if you guys think about it, while Ray took time off and everybody else kind of did as well, I kept going. And then as they
yeah,
started coming back, then I took my turn and I said, okay, now it's my time to go ahead and take a break.
yeah,
And that was when I really had the chance to process.
yeah.
And
Otherwise, it would have been a lot of dead air.
yeah,
So
I gotta admit, I really miss the crazy bastard. You know, we would text back and forth with just stupid shit throughout the week. You know, if I really wanted to laugh, I'd go in and drop a giant deuce and then take a picture of it and send it to him.
yeah.
Then he'd text me back and tell me I used too much toilet paper. Of course,
Like,
with
oh,
him,
you ate some corn. Hey.
well, with him, too much toilet paper is like 3 squares off the roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just, and unfortunately, those things are gone. I mean, that is stuff that I looked forward to and no, that is gone. And there's a hole that's going to be missing from everybody's hearts for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm sure right now he's driving other people that I knew completely insane. I really hope that he has seen Rage by now and asked Rage when he was going to pay back Sarah Jane. I really
Yeah.
hope that happened because I'm going to laugh forever.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when I get there, I'm going to look up and ask Rage, when's he going to pay Sarah Jane back? Of course, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Today I was driving around. I drove past Macon Speedway, and there's a racetrack near my house at Christian County Fairgrounds. Both were packed with races, and I couldn't help but think of Steve.
Yeah.
And it's just, what can you do? I mean, like he would have loved it.
Yeah, he would have
Loved it.
I know him and Spanky were actually going to start racing together,
Yeah.
And he passed before the race season started.
Yeah.
There's a guy on Southern Fried that just he drives us. He comes into the chat room and he drives damn near half of us nuts. He calls himself Bones. The rest of us call him Boner.
Okay.
All right. So they're saying stuff back and forth, and Rhino goes, "Well, now, if you would have told Boner that this is midget goat porn, he'd be all in."
So please tell me his broadcast is called The Bone Zone.
Well, he don't broadcast.
Oh, okay. Say that'd be funny.
The Bone Zone.
Well, I mean, he'd probably choose like the Boneyard or something like that. But let's face it, it's funnier if it's the Bone Zone.
Right. Let's see here. Now they're starting shit, so I gotta add to it, Hey, because I'm such a nice guy.
Oh yeah, You're just trying to continue the entertainment value of Southern Fried Radio. You know, gotta keep it going. You can even use what I said. I'll give that to you for free, TJ.
I'm going to actually.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I could pitch in somehow. Be useful, you know.
I was like, so if Boner was in a midget goat porn, would that video be named the Bone Zone?
Yep.
I'm waiting. I should see some fucking light up at that one.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I have a funny idea.
Oh, and then Nan puts up this whole side lever thing. Oh God, he liked it. That's scary. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, I was dealing with Steve, and I was kind of reeling from that. That has not been easy to, and as bad as it's been on me, it's been harder on like Bubba and on Rhino. Um, they've really had a hard time with this.
Yeah.
But they were there when he fell backwards. And the bad side is all of us have seen him fall.
Yeah.
We have made fun of him falling for, oh, how many fire departments it take to get you up this time? This one was the one. And but I talked to Bubba and I talked to Rhino last Sunday. And they both said that his mom, even though she is going through probably the single worst thing any mother ever has to go through.
Yeah, because like Steve was kid number 2 that passed.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah.
The flip side of the coin is she really did a good job of, from what I understand, of letting everybody know to not take it personally. It was, it was just that kind of thing that happens.
Yeah.
And it's not something that any of us want to deal with, but it does occur and we have to.
Yeah. I mean, it's very hard to, like, especially like with Bubba. I've spoke with Bubba and he's like, if I just would have caught him with like my arm or something.
But he wouldn't have. And that's the thing,
Yeah.
I mean, I see where Bubba's heart is at, but it's like, dude.
I mean, it's like, even if he made like Steve rotate on the fall, he would have fell differently, would have hit differently. But we can't say that whether that landing would have been better.
Right.
It still would have affected his lungs, but it could have affected other organs.
Right.
So.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just like there's so many different factors that went into that. But she really did a great job of disarming a lot of that and making people feel better. And I'm really happy for that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Another one. And I was told that I was brought up in Ray's speech about 4 or 5 different times. And just the relationship Steve and I had and how much he was entertained by it. And I'm like, oh God, what did he say?
Yeah. I don't know. I wish I could have been there to hear it, but my car was out. So I wasn't leaving Taylorville, unfortunately.
I would love to know what all was said because it's just like, I'm really worried. But Rhino did say he was very happy. He was on the fence and then finally decided to go. And he said he was very happy he made the decision to go.
Yeah.
Because it alleviated a lot of what he was dealing with.
Yeah. Well, it provided closure.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, it's still a rough situation, but when these things happen, closure is very important.
Let's see. He had I want to double check this and make sure I'm still set for my times.
Okay.
Yep, I've still got my time, so I'm good. But I've communicated with Rhino throughout what was going on my end, so he's been good with keeping me set and ready to go. And like I said, it just the way that kind of unfolded, and they got the closure. I really haven't yet. I haven't been able to break away to make my way up there.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to make it to. I believe he's in Iliopolis.
Well, I thought that they buried him in Mechanicsburg.
It might have been. I know he was
Yeah.
cremated.
Yeah.
So wherever he was interned, I'm gonna try to make that. I would like to go over and see that, and um, from there, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's going to be a lot of things that I've got to figure out from there. So, as far as this show goes, I mean, I'm not getting any sponsorships or anything like that.
No, I mean,
It's,
have you heard the show so far? we
we
have a
did
lot
have-
of language.
we did have a couple of good interviews that Steven set up that were lined up that I don't know how to get a hold of the people that,
Yeah, kind of fell apart.
yeah,
One
that,
had to do with the Bennett Memorial race.
Yeah.
Lincoln.
yeah, and I don't know how to get a hold of the people that were on, or that we were going to have, so to reschedule and set it back up. But I'm happy that I can say when I'm looking at everything now, it does appear that it looks like his spots for the most part have been open or have been filled. And I mean, we've got a couple people that are coming back, but for the most part, Steve's old spots have been filled. Well, no, his Sunday 9 to noon is still open.
Yeah.
And I could take it, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to take it because I need the break.
Yeah.
Mike says Steve was a person who would do anything to give us all a laugh. I miss him, and yes, he's in Mechanicsburg, is where he was buried. So yeah, I also haven't been able to really pay attention to Ray's show. Tomorrow's going to be the first time I've listened to Wake and Bake. Well, Wake and Bake was stopped since it happened, and I guess now Rhino and Bubba are going to pick it up.
Yeah. From my discussion with Bubba, at least at that point in time, it wasn't cleared by Ray to have their version of Wake and Bake or Smoke Signals or whatever it's going to be called this time around. But they're definitely going to do it on Southern Fried Radio.
Well, my understanding is they're keeping it as Wake and Bake.
Okay. Like I even heard the theme song that Bubba came up with for it.
Oh boy.
He used what, Suno?
Suno.
Yeah. So it's like, and honestly, it sounds like a Southern spiritual song.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. But it fits for what they're trying to do, and it fits the southern part of Southern Fried.
Yeah, could be.
So yeah.
Well, I guess you could say Bubba would be the southern part of Southern Fried, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to miss on Southern Fried, I'm going to miss the shit show.
Yeah.
Because you did it. Well, they were on last week, Mike says. I'm going to miss the shit show because, it was a shit show. You never knew what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes Steve would be sitting there for like 4 songs and forget that he's got his fucking mic on and just sing. You're going, God, it is terrible.
Just hanging out with Steve. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Pretty much. And it was crazy. So now I know you guys have some weird stuff that you're talking about on weird frequencies.
Yeah.
Would you like to please fill me in on this so I can make fun of it? I mean, comment.
Okay. So we were going over the recent UFO files that opened. I'm actually going to see if I can find the poster for this upcoming show to kind of jog my memory as to what's going on tonight. So, okay, so apparently Rob is going to be doing a Mandela effect experiment on those of us who show up for the show. We're supposed to be talking about UFOs, religion, and demons because they're saying that there could be a connection between aliens and angels and demons. And that's how religion comes into play with it.
Well, you're really going to be an expert on that considering where your degree is at.
Well, there are 3 of us now who can discuss that now. There's Tyler, there's myself, and there is a 3rd guy who was brought in recently named Nick, who was former Mennonite. Yeah. So things get interesting. He brings down the average age of the show by quite a bit. He's like barely in his 30s, which is fine. It's fine, but it does add another perspective and things do get pretty interesting. So, other than those 2, I think Bubba's doing a dive into the Dropa stones.
Well, I mean, I saw the whole thing when you guys were talking about Kentucky goblins. And I'm like, that's just central Kentucky lot lizards. And there's ugliest goblins, so that's why they called them Kentucky goblins. I don't know how I can really talk a whole lot of shit right now about what you guys are going to talk about today.
Well, I mean, if you want to see what you can talk shit about, show up to the show. Be a viewer.
Yeah. And I you guys,
like, I don't know what the Mandela effect experiment is that Rob is wanting to do on us, so that might be fun. Yeah. But, find out, see how messed up all of us are.
I blame everything.
Yeah.
But I know it's Mother's Day, so I know, did you do anything nice for your wife?
For my wife? No, not yet. I did a little bit this morning, but that's off air.
Was involved, I'm assuming.
Yeah. But I did go and see my mom today. Took Marcy to go see her. Right now, since I'm on here, Julie took Marcy to go see her mom. So, so moms are being taken care of.
There you go. I still have yet to call my mom.
Yeah. Now, you see, Julie got a lot of preferential treatment yesterday because it was her birthday yesterday.
Oh.
So, yeah.
You got double slammed this weekend.
Yeah. It's hard for Julie to walk today. Just saying.
That was more for you.
But was it, though, really?
How horny are you?
I guess it would be a for me for her.
How
or
horny
for her for me. I don't know. You haven't figured that out, TJ?
Oh, no, I figured it out. I'm well aware. But that was for you because you're a horny bastard.
What? She didn't complain. She very much enjoyed it. Had a puddle to clean up.
Yeah, you're down there licking it up with Both lips and the tongue, weren't you?
Well, a certain set of lips. Yeah.
I still have yet to call my mom, but my mom got to see my son.
Good.
Uh, and Riley went and he actually experienced his first Catholic Mass today on his own request. He wanted to
Oh,
know.
really? Okay.
And my brother took him to the cathedral in Peoria,
All right.
which is where him and his wife and his daughter attend. And Riley was like, it was pretty laid back. He goes, I actually felt welcome there. I said, yeah. He goes, not like mom's churches. I'd rather go back to a Catholic church.
Now that's saying something for a kid. Catholic Mass isn't exactly short.
No. Well, I mean, your regular masses are about an hour.
Yeah.
So for him to say that he actually preferred that, but his mother is one of these that will go into the evangelical church.
Okay.
They get there at 8:30. They don't leave until friggin' noon.
Okay.
I honestly loathed going to one of her churches. And that was because I had to be there for so fucking long when there were other things that I wanted to do on a Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, Riley wanting to go to Catholic church speaks one of two ways: highly of the Catholic Church or very lowly of his mom's church.
His mother is not the greatest on choosing these churches. I mean, I will say that up front.
So I can't speak to her church. You have more experience with it than I do. But you okay?
Her churches, the ones that she generally selects, yeah, no.
So
I never really got into them ever.
Okay.
There was one that I did. I kind of started looking forward to, but I got to know the pastor. We had intellectual conversations. We discussed different forms of theology, and we could relate.
Okay.
And that helped. Every other place that she marched me into, the second I said that I was raised Catholic, I might as well turn around and left.
Yeah.
I had one flat lie to me.
Really?
And then look me right in the eye after lying to me and go, so did you make a donation today? Fuck no, you lying bastard. I didn't give you a damn penny.
There was one church I went to that had a fairly well-known pastor at it. I'm going to keep their name out of it and stuff. But I went there, and during a prayer circle, I was having a lot of seizures at the time. They actually prayed that I get over my sinning because that's what was causing my epilepsy and my seizures. And that was the first and last time I went to that church.
Mike says that he's Catholic, but he's only going to attend Mass at, I'm guessing, at the parish that he went to in Springfield. I think that's what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a Sacred Heart Parish.
He says he will only attend Mass at Catholic Church, and he went to SHG in Springfield, Sacred Heart Griffin.
Yeah.
My dad, now this is way back. We're going to go back into the 60s here. My dad attended Griffin High School for 1 year.
Okay.
And then went to Lanphier and graduated from Lanphier.
Okay.
My Uncle Mike, on the other hand, graduated from Griffin. Now, this is before Sacred Heart and Griffin combined.
Okay.
And when he moved to Kentucky, actually the original plan for him was he wanted to become a priest.
Okay.
Then he met my Aunt Diane. Then they got married. Then he realized sex felt good. Then next thing you know, he's got 4 kids.
It happens. If it's done right, it can be very good. When it's done wrong, it's all right. provided nothing gets
Either
bent.
way, it still feels good.
Well, that depends, because really bad usually means something got bent. And that's not good.
Where's Tyler at when I need him? He
I
would
don't
be
know.
the expert on something getting bent. I would have to ask him about that. Like, all right, so when she turned one way and it bent your Peter. And yes, I would use the Steve words for that.
Say, I've had it happen to where upon entry during,
Ow!
yeah, there was a deflection
Oof.
at a for sex at a high rate of speed. Needless to say, the event was over at that time, and some pain meds and an ice pack and heating pad were done to keep from going to the hospital.
Right. Well,
I
I know
don't
you got to spend it. I know you've got to spend a little bit more time with Julie for Mother's Day. I should probably make some phone calls and shit. So let's go ahead and get into final thoughts for tonight. I will be back on 6 p.m. tomorrow on Southern Fried. Adam, go ahead.
Okay, my final thought is going to have to do with what we were just talking about. Don't be the guy who can fuck around a corner. Don't be careful out there. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so Mike actually confirms this. He said, yeah, back in the day, Sacred Heart and Griffin were separated. It was Sacred Heart that was for the women and Griffin was for the men. And then they joined together and they became a school. And that's actually where Ray's daughter had graduated, was SHG.
Okay.
So all right. So yeah, tomorrow I will be back on 6 p.m. on Southern Fried. Try to get back into the swing of things here. Also Thursday night, 6 p.m. on Southern Fried, and right about 8:45 here we'll be back with Amigos After Dark. Just finally getting back into the groove. Everybody, please make sure you get a hold of your mothers. Tell them Happy Mother's Day. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow night on Southern Fried. Otherwise, we will see you later this week. Tune in tonight for Weird Frequencies, where Adam's going to debunk everything they can come up with.
We are supposedly going to start at 8 p.m. We'll see. I did not come up with the time, nor do I have producing rights, so I cannot start it on time.
I'm going to say it was done by. I'm going to say that that time was decided by AI.
Sure.
So everybody, please take care of yourselves. Mikey, get better soon.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, I will. I'll start sending you the link, Mike. Make sure that you know when we're on. So, all right, everybody, take care, and We'll see y'all very soon. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.